Pull up a chair. This is the Pattaya Red Pill Report. Carl Jung stared into the human mind and found archetypes: the princess, the hero, the shadow, scripts that keep replaying in every culture, every relationship, every damn love story. 2,000 years earlier, the Buddha sat under a tree and laughed at the same show, called those patterns empty, illusions that only exist if you keep feeding them. Fast forward to you, Western man, in 2025. You're still trapped in the same tired play, paying for dinners, chasing soulmates, auditioning for roles you never even picked. And what's the payoff? Divorce papers, child support, and a lifetime subscription to her drama. That's why Pattaya matters, because here, the masks drop. The illusion dies. You stop being the hero in her fairy tale and start living in reality, raw, transactional, and finally honest. And before we dive in, smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. It's free, unlike your ex. Plus, it tells the algorithm degenerates like you want more raw truth instead of cat videos and crypto scams. Jung's collective unconscious. Carl Jung wasn't just some bearded shrink scribbling in leather journals. He was a man staring into the abyss of the human mind and realizing it stares back with patterns older than civilization itself. He called it the collective unconscious. Not just your childhood traumas, not just mommy issues. This was deeper. He found universal blueprints buried inside all of us. The archetypes, the same characters that keep showing up in myths, religions, and yes, dating. The hero, the great mother, the wise old man, and the one most men in the West get destroyed by, the princess. These patterns are so hardwired, they leak into dreams, fantasies, and every shitty Netflix rom-com your ex used to binge. Jung noticed something terrifying. People weren't consciously choosing these roles. They were living them out like puppets. That businessman dreaming of descending into an underworld, same story as Greek heroes. That housewife seeing visions of a divine mother, same goddess imagery that pops up across continents. And if you think dating is exempt, wake up. Your girlfriend demanding to be treated like a queen? Archetype. That college girl selling you her trauma story for sympathy sex? Archetype. The single mom playing damsel while you step up as provider? Archetype. Jung's big punchline was this: your little love story isn't original. It's the same tired play being acted out for thousands of years, and you don't even realize you're just another extra in her script. The Western dating illusion. Now, take those archetypes and drop them into modern Western dating, and what do you get? A rigged game that makes Vegas look like a fair casino. You're the plow horse, she's the princess. Your role is to break your back, proving your worth, while she sits on the throne, swiping right on options. You grind for promotions, buy dinners, plan vacations, and she's manifesting her dream man on TikTok. Spoiler alert, it's never you. Look around. Instagram boss babes who still expect you to pay the bill. Single moms who want you to step in as provider energy while Chad still sneaks through the back door. Tinder girls selling you their trauma like it's premium content. I'm healing, I just need patience. Translation? You're footing the therapy bill while she's getting raw dogged by the DJ. Western dating is just archetypes on loop. The hero questing, the princess waiting, the wise old man telling you to just be yourself. The whole thing is a collective unconscious theater production where you're not the star, you're the disposable extra, and men defend it. They'll brag, I don't pay for it. No, you pay in the only currency you can't get back, your time, hours, days, years sacrificed on the altar of illusions. Meanwhile, she's already running the next scene with the next guy. Dating in the West isn't romance. It's a subscription service to an ancient script where you're billed until you break. Buddha's lesson on emptiness. While Jung was busy mapping out archetypes, the Buddha had already dropped the ultimate red pill 2,500 years earlier. It's all empty. He sat under that Bodhi tree, demons whispering in his ear, daughters flashing him, soldiers threatening him. And he saw through the whole show. Every story, every pattern, every role we think is eternal truth. Just smoke. They exist, yeah, but only because conditions make them appear. Change the conditions, and the whole illusion dissolves. That's what Buddhists call shunyata, emptiness. Not nothing matters, but nothing has inherent essence. Relationships, love stories, marriage vows, they feel solid, but They're as temporary as graffiti on a bathroom wall. They're written, they fade, someone else scribbles over them, and here's where it stings. Men in the West cling to those patterns like gospel. She's my soulmate. She's not like the others. We've got history. All illusions. The Buddha would laugh and then remind you even the Dharma itself is just a raft you're supposed to let go of after crossing the river. Apply that to dating, the relationship, the marriage, the soulmate fantasy. It's not eternal. It's a raft, and you're drowning because you keep dragging it into oceans it was never meant to cross. Collision. Jung meets Buddha in the dating game. Now put Jung and Buddha side by side, and the whole dating game snaps into focus. Jung says the patterns are real. Archetypes wired into the human psyche, showing up whether you like it or not. The princess, the hero, the great mother, they're baked in. Buddha takes one look and says, sure, they appear, but they're empty. They only exist because you keep playing along. This is where Western men get destroyed. They live as if the archetypes are eternal law. They think being the provider, the white knight, the patient nice guy is some noble destiny. They cling to roles like lifeboats, not realizing they're shackled to anchors. But Pattaya? Pattaya is where Jung and Buddha shake hands. The archetypes are still here. Temptress, shadow, great mother, but the emptiness is obvious. She's not your soulmate. She's not your divine feminine. She's a freelancer with a price list. The masks are off. The transaction is clear. That's why Pattaya rattles Western men so hard. The illusions they've been sold since childhood. Disney love stories, Hallmark romance, marriage as sacred union, all collapse under neon lights and a short-time fee. For once, you see women as they are, not as your unconscious or your culture programmed you to believe. In Jung's world, you're doomed to live the script. In Buddha's world, you're free the second you stop believing the script is real. Pattaya gives you that freedom, if you're man enough to accept it. Why Pattaya is the reset button. Western dating is like paying for a Netflix subscription you don't even watch anymore. You're stuck in the same tired series. She's still playing the princess, and you're still cast as the workhorse, grinding through scenes that always end the same. Divorce court, child support, or her running off with a younger guy. You've been trained since birth to audition for these roles, and the script never changes. But Pattaya? Pattaya is the hard reset. It's where the illusions collapse and the truth stares you in the face with a price tag. You want sex, she wants money. Done. No fairy tale, no soulmate delusion, no 5-year situationship where you're strung along until she finds better. Just reality. Raw and unapologetic. Here's the kicker. When you cut out the illusion, you stop wasting your life. No more chasing validation, no more pretending she loves you for you. You get what you want, she gets what she wants, and everyone goes home satisfied. The transaction is honest. Hell, it's more ethical than the bullshit masquerade of Western dating, where she drains you dry, then claims she owes you nothing. I've seen it night after night on Walking Street, on Soy 6, in the freelancer bars. Western guys come here broken, simping themselves into the grave back home. And after a week of pay for play in Pattaya, they look lighter, not just because they're drunk and dehydrated, because they finally saw women without the mask. They finally understood what Buddha was screaming under that tree. It's all empty. The princess act, the soulmate fantasy, the romance script, it's a show. And here's the savage truth. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You realize that paying for a girl here for 3 nights is actually freedom. You control the terms, you enforce the boundary, and when it's over, you walk away clean. No lawyers, no alimony, no illusions, just clarity. That's why Pattaya isn't just a playground. It's a red pill training ground. It rips the mask off women, off you, off the whole damn dating system. It shows you reality. Naked, transactional, and fair. You either accept it and live free, or you crawl back to the West and keep acting out the same archetype script until it kills you. So let's wrap this up. Jung showed us the archetypes. Buddha showed us the emptiness. And Pattaya shows you the truth in neon lights and barstool negotiations. Western dating is a subscription to an illusion. You'll pay until you break, and she'll still tell you it wasn't enough. Out here, you cut through the bullshit. You pay, you play, and you walk away with clarity instead of court papers. That's the real red pill. If that stings, good. Pain means you're waking up. Stop clinging to fairy tales. Stop auditioning for archetypes. Start living with your eyes open. If you got value from this report, hit the like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. It tells the algorithm this kind of raw truth matters. And if you want to take it further, support the channel through Patreon, buy me a coffee, or memberships. It all keeps this thing alive. Because this isn't just content, it's survival. Out here, illusions will cost you your wallet, your time, and maybe your life. The truth sets you free. I'm Josh, and this was your Pattaya Red Pill Report. If the truth hurts, good, that means you're still alive. See you next round.